Imagine this. You're standing face to face with a woman who has completely captivated you. Now, what if you had the power to say just a few words, simple yet deeply impactful, that would leave her thinking about you long after the conversation is over? Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the cold, hard truth. Most men fail miserably at this why, because they don't understand what women truly crave. Deep down, women won't come out and say it, but they're hungry for compliments that go beyond the surface level. They want compliments that hit them on a deeper, more emotional level. And that's where the real power lies when you master this skill. It's not just about impressing her, it's about building a connection so strong that it rewires how she sees you. Hey, I'm James, and today we're diving into a truth that most men don't want to hear, but really need to. The way you compliment a woman says everything about you. It's not about throwing out empty flattery or relying on cliches. This is about the long game, building something real. And here's where Stoicism. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 3 forbidden compliments that make women not just notice you, but adore you. These are compliments that go beyond the ordinary and speak directly to her heart. Create a magnetic, irresistible attraction stick around to learn how Stoic philosophy can make your words more powerful than you've ever imagined. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on transformative content like this. Let's reach 1,000 likes on this video and unlock the secrets of attraction. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In the same way, the success of your relationships depends on the quality of your words." Compliments that come from genuine insight and understanding are rare in today's world of shallow interactions. They show strength, wisdom, and control traits that any high-value man should have. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 game-changing compliments that hit way deeper than you're beautiful ever could. These are compliments that don't just make her feel special, but also position you as the kind of guy she can't stop thinking about. So here's the deal. If you've ever felt like just another guy in a sea of mediocrity, I'm going to show you how to flip the script. These aren't pickup lines, they're tools for forging real connections, whether she's already into you or hasn't even noticed you. Yet these tricks will make you stand out as the guy she's been waiting for. But remember, compliments aren't about seeking validation or proving your worth. They're about showing it. A man of value doesn't beg for attention. He commands it through presence, intelligence, and action. So if you're ready to level up, grab a seat and let's get started. The rules of the game are about to change before we dive in. Take a moment to subscribe. If you're ready to change how you handle relationships, using the power of Stoicism, every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Let's cut to the chase. Most guys have no clue how to compliment a woman the right way. They think it's all about saying something sweet or tossing out a generic "You're beautiful" and hoping it works. Let me tell you right now, amateur hour, a real compliment, isn't just about the words. It's about making her feel something real, something unforgettable when done right. A compliment is like planting a thought in her mind, one that keeps replaying long after you're gone. It's the kind of thought that makes her wonder, why does this guy feel different? Why can't I stop thinking about him? But here's the brutal truth. Most guys won't get this right because they either overdo it, underdo, do it, or worse, they make it all about themselves now before we get to the magic formula. Let's talk about what not to do. Trust me, this is where most guys trip up. Ever see a guy blowing up a woman's social media with heart emojis or telling her, "Wow, you're so pretty" for the millionth time? Guess what? She's not impressed. She's rolling her eyes, putting you in the same category as every other guy who thinks flattery equals attraction. Here's the kicker. If all you're complimenting is her looks, You've already lost the game. Sure, telling her she's beautiful might make her smile, but it doesn't make you stand out. Women have heard it all before. What they haven't heard enough of are compliments that actually matter. Let me break it down for you. A real compliment goes beyond surface level stuff. It's not just about what you see, it's about what you notice, and that's where the power lies. For example, if she changes her hairstyle or adds something subtle to her look, and you say, "That colour really suits you," it brings out something unique. You're not just complimenting her appearance, you're telling her, "I see you. I notice the little things most guys overlook, but here's where it gets even better. If you want to stand out as a high-value man, you need to go deeper. Complimenting her mind or her character is where the real magic happens. You see, women aren't just drawn to men who make them feel beautiful. They're drawn to men who make them feel understood. Think about it. How often do you think someone tells her, "I really admire how calm and collected you are under pressure," or "I love how disciplined you are"? It's inspiring almost never. And when you're the guy who says it, you become unforgettable. Why? Because you're not feeding her ego, you're speaking to her soul. Now let's bring in a little Stoic wisdom, because believe it or not, Stoicism is a game share in relationships. Aurelius once said, "Dwell on the beauty of life." The same principle applies here. Dwell on the beauty of her character, her values, her essence. Compliments like this show that you're not just another guy chasing her attention. You're someone who understands her worth, someone who sees beyond the surface. And trust me, that's rare. The way you stay calm under pressure is something I really admire. Let me break this down for you, man. This compliment is like a hidden weapon in your arsenal. It's not about her looks, her smile, or anything. Surface level, it's about hitting her in a place most men never think to. Aim at inner strength, think about it. Women deal with challenges all the time, whether it's juggling work, family, or just the pressures of life. Complimenting her ability to stay composed and resilient under pressure is like saying, "I see the depth in you that most people MS." The truth, women don't just want to feel pretty. They want to feel valuable. When you tell her you admire her emotional resilience, you're validating something she's proud of, but rarely gets recognized for society. Often praises women for being nurturing or beautiful. But how often does someone stop and say, "Damn, the way you handle stress is inspiring. That's why this lands. It's unexpected, it's genuine, and it shows you notice her in a way most men don't." Now here's where Stoicism ties in, staying calm. Under pressure, that's Stoicism 101, controlling your emotions, mastering your reactions, and keeping a level head. No matter what, by complimenting this quality in her, you're showing that you respect a virtue that Stoics believe defines strength of character. She'll see that you value qualities that go deeper than surface level charm, and that makes you stand out. When to use this compliment, timing is everything. Brother, you don't just drop this out of nowhere, it has to feel earned. Here are a few practical scenarios where this compliment will hit hard after she handles a stressful situation. Maybe she's had a rough day at work, but still managed to stay composed. Tell her, "I really admire how calm you stayed through all of that." Most people would have crumbled, but you handled it like a boss when she's supporting someone else. If she's being the rock for her friends, family, or even you during a tough time, say something like, "You're incredible at this. I really admire how you stay so grounded. I admire how dedicated you are to what you do." Let's cut to the chase. If you want to make a real impact, you need to go beyond shallow compliments about her looks. Sure, telling her she's beautiful is nice, but it's not enough to stand out. You have to tap into something deeper, something that few men even bother with. You need to recognize and appreciate her passions. When you show genuine interest in what makes her tick, whether it's her career or hobby or side projects, you're telling her, "I see you, I value who you are beyond the surface." Most guys overlook this. But when you acknowledge her ambitions, you're making a statement that foment. dare to make you respect her for more than just her appearance. Here's the harsh truth. Most men are too focused on a woman's looks. Do you ever notice what drives her? But women are more than eye candy. They have dreams, goals, and passions, and when you take the time to recognize that you set yourself apart, compliment her on her dedication. Say something like, "I admire how deduced acted you are to what you do," or "the way you talk about your past. Passion is inspiring, that tells," or "you're paying attention to what matters." But here's where most men go wrong. They think compliments are just about boosting her ego. It's not just about that. It's about showing her that you care about the things that drive her, the stuff that gets her out of bed every day. This is where Stoicism comes in. One of the Stoic virtues is living in alignment with your purpose and values. A Stoic is distracted by the trivial. They focus on what matters when you acknowledge her passions. You're showing her that you value what she values. And that's a connection that goes deeper than any superficial compliment ever could. It's inspiring to see how much progress you've made. Too many men think just giving compliments is enough. But if you want to make a lasting impression, you need to recognize something deeper: her progress and hard work. People are quick to notice when things go wrong, but few take the time to celebrate when things go right. If you want to be different, recognize her hustle and effort. Not just the results. Women, like anyone, want to be recognized for their dedication and growth, not just their looks. They want to feel valued for the work they put into their goals. When you notice her progress, whether it's in her career, a passion project, or your personal growth, you don't just sit back, acknowledge the effort compliments, like "I'm so impressed by how hard you're working," or "it's inspiring to see how much progress you've made." Show you respect the process, not just the end result. This deeper recognition goes beyond admiring her looks. It shows you see the person she's becoming. Celebrate when she has a breakthrough or pushes through setbacks. Recognize the effort behind her success. ESS is if she faces a challenge, say it's inspiring to see how much progress you've made, despite that setback. Praise her resilience when you notice her constant effort. Say, "I see how much effort you've been putting in. It's impressive to watch someone so committed to their growth." Timing is absolutely crucial when it comes to giving meaningful compliments. It's not about showering someone with praise for every little thing they do that can come across as insincere or even overwhelming. Instead, it's about recognizing and celebrating the milestones that truly matter. These are the moments that define growth effort and perseverance. When you acknowledge these significant achievements, your words carry far more weight and impact. For example, imagine she's just completed a major project at work, something she's been pouring her heart and soul into for months. This is the perfect moment to step in and say something like, "I'm so impressed by your hard work. It's amazing to see your commitment paying off." This kind of compliment doesn't just acknowledge the result. It highlights the effort, dedication, and resilience it took to get there. It shows that you've been paying attention, that you understand the journey, and that you genuinely admire her for it. But here's the key: specificity. Generic compliments like "I'm proud of you" or "good job" can feel hollow because they lack depth. They don't convey what exactly you're proud of or why the achievement matters. Instead, dig deeper, point out the specifics. For instance, you could say, "I remember when you started this project, and seeing how much you've grown since then is honestly inspiring." This not only shows that you've been paying attention from the beginning, but also that you recognize the progress she's made along the way. Let's break this down of why does specificity matter so much? Because it demonstrates thoughtfulness. When you take the time to notice the details, the late nights, the challenges she overcame, the small wins that led to the big one, you're showing her that you truly see her. You're not just offering a pat on the back, you're validating her journey, and that's incredibly powerful. Think about it. Anyone can say "great job," but not everyone can say I remember how nervous you were when you first started this, and now you're leading the team like a pro. That's incredible growth. The latter is personal, heartfelt, and memorable. It's the kind of compliment that sticks with someone because it's rooted in genuine observation and appreciation. Now let's talk about timing in more detail. When should you give these kinds of compliments? The answer is simple: when the moment feels right. Don't force it or wait too long. If she's just achieved something significant, that's the perfect time to acknowledge it. But don't stop there. Follow up later with something like, "I've been thinking about what you accomplished and I'm still blown away by how much effort you put into it." This reinforces your admiration and shows that her achievement left a lasting impression on you. Another great time to give a meaningful compliment is during moments of reflection. For example, if she's talking about how far she's come or how much she's learned, that's your C to chime in with something like, "It's incredible to see how much you've grown, you've worked so hard, and it's really paying off." This not only validates her feelings, but also reinforces her sense of accomplishment. But what about smaller achievements? Should you ignore those? Not necessarily. While it's important to save your most heartfelt compliments for the big moments, you can still ignore and acknowledge the smaller wins in a way that feels genuine. For example, if she's been working on improving a specific skill, you could say, "I've noticed how much better you've gotten at this. It's really impressive to see your progress." This shows that you're paying attention without overdoing it. The Shah's balance: you don't want to overwhelm her with constant praise, but you also don't want to come across as indifferent. By choosing your moments wisely and being specific in your compliment, you strike the perfect balance. You show her that you're genuine, invested in her growth and success, without making it feel like empty flattery. Let's take this a step further. What if she's facing a setback or a challenge? This is another crucial moment to step in with a thoughtful compliment. For example, if she's struggling but still pushing forward, you could say, "I really admire how you're handling this. It's not easy, but you're staying strong and focused." And that's inspiring. This kind of compliment acknowledges her resilience and encourages her to keep going, even when things get tough. In essence, timing and specificity go hand in hand. When you choose the right moment and pair it with a thoughtful, detailed compliment, you create a powerful connection. You show her that you're not just a passive observer in her life. You're an active supporter, daughter who truly values her efforts and achievements. So the next time you want to give a compliment, take a moment to think about the timing and the specifics. What exactly are you praising? Why does it matter? How can you make your words resonate on a deeper level? When you get this right, your compliments become more than just words. They become a source of motivation, validation, and connection. And remember, this isn't just about making her feel good in the moment. It's about building a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. It's about showing her that you see her for who she truly is. Someone who works hard, grows, and achieves incredible things. And that's the kind of connection that lasts by celebrating her progress. You're showing respect for her effort and dedication. You're building a real connection based on admiration for her character, which is way more powerful than just superficial compliments. This kind of bond rooted in respect and mutual admiration for growth lasts much longer. Thanks for watching for this video.